A very warm welcome to a joint meeting of Turning Point Toastmaster and Nagarro Icons Toastmaster Club. I am Megha Bansal, Sergeant at Arms for today. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmaster meeting. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to pause the recording. Now, there are certain rules for the audience and the role players. The rules for the audience are: please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Make sure that your noise making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audio off, and applause flowing throughout. Be the kind of audience for others you would like to have for yourself. Rules for role players are: for TMOD, TTM, and General Evaluator, please ensure a smart audio and video check before handing over to respective role players. Role players, please rename yourself as the name of the club, the role you're playing, and your name. Please acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. The timer will use background change to indicate time using one of three cards. Green means that you have reached the minimum qualifying time. Yellow indicates that it is a good time to start concluding. Red specifies that you have 30 seconds more or you will be disqualified. Individual session timings will be explained in due time. Now, there are certain rules which are applicable to everyone. We encourage you to use the Zoom emoticons generously to encourage role players. We sincerely request you to not to send chat messages to everyone or the speaker on stage. In fact, refrain from chatting altogether and focus on the speaker. Reiterating, please stay on mute until specifically requested to unmute. Polls will be launched after each section and they will be closed after 30 seconds. Now it's time to introduce our presiding officer, Sanjana Monga. She is a software developer by profession and she is in the industry for over more than 7 years. Apart from her work, she has an interest in paper crafts, painting, poetry, and music. She also claims to be a keen listener and has an ear for every word in this world. That's so impressive, Sanjana. I believe that the person who is a keen listener should be respected by giving them a sincere ear when they speak. So, over to you, Sanjana.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Megha, for that beautiful introduction and setting up the rules for the entire meeting. I once again welcome everybody to the joint meeting for Nagarro Icons Toastmasters Club and Turning Point Toastmasters. I would thank Turning Point Toastmasters to bring us this opportunity and specifically thank Toastmaster Anand, Toastmaster Utkarsh, Toastmaster Neeraj, and Toastmaster Ashima for coordinating with the team at Nagarro Icons, and thank Toastmaster Aditya and Toastmaster Ankit to take this forward from our side. And I'm hoping we'll have a very nice session. We'll learn from each other how each of us conducts our meetings, and we'll surely have something in the next meeting learned from today. Before we proceed with the meeting today, I would want to have a short round of introduction from the guests that are joining us for the first time. You can talk about where are you coming from, like what do you do, and how did you learn about this meeting, and if you have any specific expectations from the meeting. I would just go in the order in which I see guests on my screen, and we can have that introduction. So first we'll go for Animesh Das. So if you can talk about who you are and where did you learn about the meeting from?
Hello. Hi, I am Animesh. I am a member of Elan Toastmasters Hyderabad. So I have been a regular visitor at Turning Point Toastmasters to the point that I've played many roles at Turning Point Toastmasters. So I got to know of this joint meeting from there.
Thank you, Animesh. Next, we can have an introduction from Aditya Arya, please.
Hi, thank you so much. My name's Aditya, and I was part of Blackhawk Speaks Gurgaon Toastmasters Club, and I'm visiting this club for the first time virtually. I have a bit of experience in Toastmasters from past 4-5 years, but not been that regular. So I'm trying to be regular now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aditya. Next, let's move to Jaspreet Kaur Taneja. Jaspreet,
Hello, am I?
yeah.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm Jaspreet. I come to Turning Point Toastmasters all the time. I'm from Sister Club, Spearhead Toastmasters. And yeah, I've been very regular and coming, and I'm very excited to see the joint meeting.
Thank you, Jaspreet. Next, let's have a word with Kamal Kumar.
Yeah, hi, Kamal this side. I'm from Nagarro, and I got this invite from Nagarro Toastmaster Club, so I'm a part of it and joining this meeting now.
Okay. Thank you, Kamal.
Thank you.
Lastly, let's have an introduction from Aina Gupta. Aina, if you can hear us, would you like to give a short introduction of yourself? No worries. Let's move ahead to Bala. Bala, if you want to give a short introduction.
Sure, Toastmaster Sanjana. Thanks for the opportunity. I'm Toastmaster Bala. I'm part of two Toastmasters Club. One is TCS Kochi Toastmasters Club and Technopark Trivandrum Toastmasters Club. And on the professional side, I'm a business development professional with 21 years of experience in IT industry. That's about me. I'm currently based in Trivandrum, India, and I look forward to a great meeting. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bala. With that, we come to the end of introductions from the guests. Let's move forward to handing over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anshuman. But before I hand over the stage to him, I would like to have a short introduction of him so that everybody knows who we are meeting. Anshuman has been associated with Toastmasters for 4 years now. Working at Google as MarkOps lead, Anshuman has completed his master black belt in Six Sigma. In his spare time, he loves playing all kinds of sports, including cricket, tennis, table tennis, and esports in FIFA. With that, I hand over the stage to Anshuman and request you all to welcome him with a big round of applause. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sanjana, and welcome everyone to this exciting evening, a joint meeting between Turning Point Toastmasters and Nagarro Toastmasters Club. I'm presuming that is what you fondly call yourselves. Today, we're going to talk about a term which is favorite for all of us, or maybe trigger term for some of us, artificial intelligence. It has reached to such a stage where I do not need to define artificial intelligence, but I love to hear the first thoughts which this term is triggering right now for you. What does artificial intelligence mean for you right now? Anyone? ChatGPT, okay. Anyone else? Animesh, what is artificial intelligence for you?
Smart devices, assist us.
Smart devices that assist us. That's from Toastmaster Parul.
I think for the first time, machine has started thinking the way as a human we think.
The machine has started thinking. And we have from Animesh the movie Her. Definitely, I think Scarlett just sued ChatGPT for her voice usage. Opposite of me, natural stupidity. Okay, that's Srishti being humble. And the intelligence we try to show during interviews. Artificial intelligence. Wow, that's deep. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Shwetank.
Decline of common sense.
Decline of common sense, artificial intelligence. Definitely, a lot of humor, a lot of intense thoughts. today we're going to go 10,000 feet above. We're not going to talk about how to use artificial intelligence, which I think all of us must be professional about how to use ChatGPT, Gemini, Dolly, whatever tools you have across the board. We're going to go 10,000 feet above. We're going to see how humanity is going to evolve as soon as artificial intelligence becomes artificial super intelligence and it takes over humanity. And by the end of the meeting, we're going to define how we as individuals and humanity as a whole is going to evolve as artificial intelligence becomes artificial super intelligence. But before we do that, I'm going to show you a little 3-minute clip from Elon Musk himself of his beautiful interaction with a guy named Larry Page, who founded Google. And while you hear this, what I want you to do is guess the time, guess the year when this interaction between Elon Musk and Larry Page happened. Are you ready for it? All right, let me just quickly open the video.
Larry Page and I used to be close friends, and I would stay at his house in Palo Alto, and I would talk to him late into the night about AI safety. And at least my perception was that Larry was not taking AI safety seriously enough.
What did he say about it?
He really seemed to be one sort of digital superintelligence, basically digital God, if you will, as soon as possible.
He wanted that?
Yes. He's made many public statements over the years that the whole goal of Google is what's called AGI, artificial general intelligence or artificial superintelligence. And I agree with him that there's great potential for good, but there's also potential for bad. And so if you've got some radical new technology, you want to try to take the set of actions that maximize the probability it will do good and minimize the probability it will do bad things.
Yes.
It can't just be hell for leather. Let's just go, barreling forward and, hope for the best. And then at one point, I said, well, what about, we're going to make sure humanity's okay here. And then he called me a speciesist.
Did he use that term?
Yes. And there were witnesses. I wasn't the only one there when he called me a speciesist. And so I was like, okay, that's it. Yes, I'm a speciesist. Okay, you got me. What are you? Yeah, I'm fully a speciesist. Busted. So that was the last straw. At the time, Google had acquired DeepMind, and so Google and DeepMind together had about 3/4 of all the AI talent in the world. They obviously had a tremendous amount of money and more computers than anyone else. So I'm like, okay, we have a unipolar world here, where there's just one company that has close to a monopoly on AI talent and computers, like scaled computing. And the person who's in charge doesn't seem to care about safety. This is not good. So then I thought, what's the furthest thing from Google would be like a nonprofit that is fully open, because Google was closed for profit. So that's why the open in OpenAI refers to open source, transparency, so people know what's going on.
Yes.
And that we don't want to have like while I'm normally in favor of for-profit, we don't want this to be sort of a profit-maximizing demon from hell.
That's right.
That just never stops.
Right.
So that's how OpenAI was.
So you want speciesist incentives here, incentives that.
Yes,
like,
I think we want pro-human.
Yeah.
Let's make the future good for the humans.
Yes.
Yes.
Intense stuff. Which year do you think this conversation happened?
2010.
Between 2010. Okay. And whoever could not hear it, this is basically Larry Page, founder, one of the co-founders of Google, and Elon Musk debating what should be the future of humanity and how artificial superintelligence may take over humanity or not take over humanity. So Elon Musk is being pro-human, and Larry Page is being pro-artificial superintelligence. And Elon Musk is founding OpenAI, which led to ChatGPT in 2022. And Google acquired DeepMind and was working with this.
I think it was 20, no, just before, I think 2014 or something like that, because around that time, something called convolutional neural networks, AlexNet showed up, right? So that might be a good time when they had this discussion.
Fair. I'll take one last one from Anand. You're on
Okay.
mute.
Okay. Judging by full-grown hair on Elon Musk and receding hairline on Carlson Tucker, I think within last 1 or 2 years.
Actually, Animesh is right. This is 2014, 2015 when this conversation happened. So roughly 8 to 9 years back, what is happening right now was decided for all of us in this room. So Chat GPT, the foundation, the transformer in Chat GPT was invented by Google 2 years prior to it. So the technology we are experiencing today was invented 10 years back. So the 10 years future that we all of us in this room are going to be experiencing is being decided right now in some of the corporate rooms. The future, some of the top CEOs can see, but none of us, right now we are in the Chat GPT mode, which is already 10-year-old technology. So what does future look like? What may future look like? Do we even know what does future look like? We'll talk about it. But before that, we are in the Toastmasters meeting, and I'm going to share for the interest of the guests and the Toastmasters what a typical Toastmaster meeting looks like. So in a typical Toastmaster meeting, we have first the prepared speeches section where the speakers prepare speeches beforehand through the modules in a system called Pathways and present it to all of us in 5 to 7 minutes. Next, we practice the impromptu speaking through the table topic section where we get 1 to 2 minutes to speak on a topic given to us. And here, even the guests can actively participate. And last but not the least, we have the evaluation section where we are evaluated on how we perform the roles. And to introduce the evaluation section and the components of the evaluation section, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Parul on the stage. And before I invite her, I'd like to introduce her to all of us. So Toastmaster Parul has joined Toastmasters recently. Just 1 month back, she's working with Nagarro as a solution architect, and in her free time, she loves to paint, read books, articles, etc., and play with her kid. Over to you, Toastmaster Parul, to introduce the general evaluation section.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. So today I am playing the role of general evaluator. My role is to evaluate meeting as a whole. I will be paying attention to the structure, flow, and quality of meeting and will provide the positive feedback how we can improve it better. I will help you in fine-tuning your communication and leadership skills, much like how fine-tuning improves the accuracy of AI model. I can't be all-rounder, so I have my tag team with me to ensure we stay on track and make the most of our time together. Next, we have a timer for the today. Toastmaster Aprazita. Toastmaster Aprazita, could you please explain the role timing rules?
Sure, Madam General Director. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So my role is, as a timer is to monitor the time during prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluation. I will make sure that everyone remains within the time limits. For the prepared speeches, I will show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. For table topics, I will show the green light at 1 minute, yellow light at 1.5 minutes, and red light at 2 minutes. For the evaluation, I will show the green light at 2 minutes, yellow light at 2.5 minutes, and red light at 3 minutes. At the end of the meeting, I will present my report. Thank you so much. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome Tech Master of today, Toastmaster Utkarsh. Could you please explain your role?
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. As a tech master, I will make sure that everyone gets their airtime. I'll spotlight everyone from time to time. I'll also make sure that the polls are launched on time and everyone casts their votes. So these are in totality, these are my duties. Thank you so much. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Sorry. Our counter is today's our counter is Toastmaster Aditya. Could you please explain your role?
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am playing a role of R counter today. As an R counter, I would be noting down the usage of overused words, mainly in the form of C, R, P, F, crutch words, pauses, filler sounds, and the repetitions that we have during this, like while we speak. I will make a note of all those words and present a report at the end of this meeting. But to help you in this meeting overcome all those crutch words, I would like you to help with one tip, and that is embrace the pause. Pause, a short pause, which could help you reduce the words or sounds like ums, ahs, well, so, and all that, and others. With this, I'll pass it back to the general evaluator, and I will be back during the evaluation section of this meeting. Back to you,
Thank,
Madam General Evaluator.
thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for explaining role very nicely. So lastly, we have our grammarian Toastmaster Ankit. Toastmaster Ankit, could you please explain your role and provide word of the day and phrases of the day?
Thank you, General Evaluator, and hello to everyone. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay very close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take a note of improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As General Evaluator mentioned, I will be introducing you the word of the day, which is optimization. That means the action of making the best or most effective use of a situation or resources. Just using it in a sentence, in the field of artificial intelligence, optimization play a crucial role in fine-tuning algorithm to ensure they deliver the best possible result. I will encourage everyone to use the word of the day. As a practice, we generally thumbs up whenever the word of the day is used. The proverb of the day is you reap what you sow. That means the outcome we experience are a direct result of our action. In the context of AI, the quality of result produced by an AI system is directly related to the quality of data and algorithm used to train it. With that, I will pass on the stage back to General Evaluator. I will ping the word of the day as well as the proverb in the chat so that everyone remembers. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit, for sharing the word. And I will urge every speakers and the guest to use the phrases word of the day in your speech. So that's all from my side, and I will come back and at the end of the meeting, we'll share the report with the evaluation and feedback. So thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Parul. Now we'll move to the star lit section of our Toastmasters meeting. But before I do that, I'd like to leave you with one question before we connect the dots. When pandemic was about to start, and the COVID pandemic was about to start, do you remember the first time you heard about the news of COVID? Just imagine the first time you heard about the news of COVID. Did you feel it could get to the level it did? Did any one of us feel that the entire world will be shut down and we'll experience what we'll experience. We did not, because humanity is not good at exponential thinking. When changes happen exponentially, it's like a tide coming to us and we are just swept away. And you know where I'll take you to at the end of the meeting of what tide I'm referring to. But we'll connect the dots later. But let's move on to the speeches section, starting with our first speaker, Toastmaster Srishti. Before I come to Toastmaster Srishti, I'd like to invite the evaluator for Toastmaster Srishti, who's going to be Toastmaster Meenakshi, to share the speech objectives for Toastmaster Srishti's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman, and hello everyone. Good evening. Today, I will be the evaluator for Toastmaster Srishti Mehrotra from TPTM Group, who is going to present her speech of Level 3 from the pathway Persuasive Influence. The purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Srishti to practice using vocal variety to enhance speech. The timing of the speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. The title of the speech is Identity Crisis. Srishti Mehrotra, Identity Crisis, Identity Crisis, Srishti Mehrotra. Over to you, Toastmaster Srishti.
Toastmaster Meenakshi, just a check.
Yes.
I like to do an audio video check and introduce Toastmaster Srishti to all of us, if that's okay.
Sure, yes, please.
All right. Toastmaster Srishti, do you want to do a quick audio video check?
Hi, am I audible and visible?
Yes. So
Yes.
you'll be speaking from a distance or this closer
Yes.
to...
Am I visible? Am I audible now? This is...
Yeah, you're audible and visible. So Toastmaster Srishti has been part of Turning Point Toastmaster for, I guess, 2 years now. She has been a district participant for District 41, a superstar storyteller. She fascinates us whenever she speaks with her charm of storytelling. Besides storytelling, she also pursues UX and UI design. And last time, she taught us using Midjourney, of how to use Midjourney to bring our imagination to life. So that tells us about the creative force that Toastmaster Srishti is. And with her creative force, today I'm sure she'll share a speech we'll all remember. So Toastmaster Srishti, Identity Crisis, Toastmaster Srishti.
Hi, everyone. My name is Srishti. I'm 30 and a half years old. And when I grow up, I want to be a design strategist. No, I want to be a potter. No, actually, illustration artist. But I can also consider a motivational speaker. Okay, actually, I don't really know what I want. And, I never thought that this would be a problem in my 30s. That the questions that used to plague me in my 20s, like, who am I? What is my place in the world? What is my path? These would have already been figured out, and I wouldn't just be winging it along as I went by through life. But here I am. When I was in college, I was blissfully unaware. I didn't think much about my plans, life goals, my passions. I was happy to just have a good time with my friends. But as soon as I finished college, things changed. For the first time, I was confronted with adulthood, responsibility, and the consequences of my own choices. Before I continue, I just want to take a quick poll. How many of you have heard the term identity crisis? Okay, I'm going to say both of me. Okay, so there's many of us. Cool. Okay, so after college, I was completely lost and facing some good amount of identity crisis. Everyone else around me seemed to have found their calling, and here I was with no clue about my goal or my meaning in life. And I thought, let me just read books. I watch movies, I listen to podcasts, hoping, praying that, someone will just emerge from somewhere and tell me that, girl, this is what you have to do. This is who you are. And then I would just follow it and live happily ever after. Instead, I saw all the people around me who all seemed to know what they were doing. They were doing well. They did not seem to suffer in the way that I was. And thankfully, I found a concept in a book that really changed my thinking. So I was reading a book. It's called The Defining Decade by Meg Jay. When I came across the idea of identity capital. So anyone here unfamiliar with the word capital? Please raise your hand. Okay, so not a lot of people, but just for clarity. So capital, when you look at it from a business perspective, capital is the starting amount of anything, or money or assets that you get started with in order to start creating value, right? It's whatever the amount of wealth that is available for business. So when I think of identity capital, what is it? Now, imagine that this world is a marketplace. What makes you desirable is the value that you have to offer. So like in a marketplace, if you find something valuable, if people find it valuable, they want to purchase it or they want to associate with it. Now, what makes you desirable is the value that you have, whether it be as an employee, as a friend, as a family member, as a guide, mentor, evaluator, club president. What value is it that you provide? And sure, like you have a set of educational achievements and professional histories, but there's also a host of other interests that uniquely combine to make you you. I'll give you a short example, and I think that will illustrate it. When I was in my master's program, I applied for this organization called Cult Fit. Have you heard of it? They make gyms and sports equipment, and now they have a variety of other things, but they focus on fitness. Now, this is the final round, and I was there, and another candidate was there. His name is Zia, both from the same class, and surprisingly, we were also both from the same college in our undergrad. So, same class, same course. There is actually no difference on paper between both of us, except one non-on paper difference is that Zia was a sportsman. He still continues to be a sportsman. And if you can look at me, you can tell that my knowledge and skills in fitness are about bacteria sized. So guess who got the job? Okay, no spoilers. It was Zia, and he still continued to work with them for a long time afterwards. And this is a small example of how identity capital works. So some identity capital can go on a resume, like degrees, jobs, test scores, clubs. But other stuff is more personal, like, being interested in one particular field, like sports. And more things like how we speak, where are we from, how we solve problems, how we look. It's our collection of personal assets. So it's a repertoire of individual resources that we assemble over time. These are the investments that we make in ourselves and the things that we do well enough or long enough that they become part of who we are. So, for example, I do pottery on the weekends. Okay. And that has kind of started becoming part of my identity. I'll talk more about it. So, this particular pottery interest that I have, it also has a lot of transferable qualities that I can take away. Like I've made a lot of mugs and most of them don't really look alike, right? But from the process itself, I learned mindfulness, concentration, and detachment because pottery breaks all the time. And that's something that I can take into other parts of my life and use it. So this concept, when I got into it, I realized that our identity is actually not something that we discover. Like we are not some 100 rupees note that you left in your jacket last winter and you found yourself. It's actually something that you create by being interested in a lot of things, and your key experiences, relationships, and just your way of being in the world all culminates into forming an identity for which other people, so employers, clients, friends, partners, want to associate with you. So if you're someone like me who identifies as a jack of all trades and master of none, I would encourage you to stop treating your education, your work, your hobbies, your pastimes, and your weird passing interests as discrete and unrelated activities. Instead, start thinking of them as identity capital that you are collecting over time that will add to your worth as a one whole human being. So stop thinking of your identity crisis and go get yourself some identity capital. Yes, I'm speaking to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Definitely, Toastmasters Srishti. Thanks a lot for teaching us the meaning of identity capital and enlightening us of how we can build our identity capital to shape up our future. Request us to take 1 minute to share feedback with Toastmaster Srishti in her private chat. And in the interim, I'd like to invite our second speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav, to do a quick audio video check. Toastmaster Gaurav, do you want to try doing an audio video check?
Can you all give me a big thumbs up if you're hearing my voice clearly and loudly?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Before I invite Toastmaster Gaurav to share his speech, I'd like to invite his evaluator on the stage, distinguished Toastmaster Anant, to share the speech objectives for Toastmaster Gaurav.
Mr. Toastmaster. Gaurav today is attempting a project from Dynamic Leadership Level 1, and this project is all about writing a speech with a purpose. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech and to present a well-organized speech on any topic of his choice. Timer, please note, timing is 5 to 7 minutes. I will present my evaluation primarily around this objective, but in general, my observations as well when general evaluator calls upon me. All the very best, and over to you, Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, distinguished Toastmaster Anant. So Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Gaurav, who's the speaker for today, has been associated with Toastmaster for a month now, working with Nagarro as a full stack developer. He is currently leading the Quantum Computing Digital Practice Center of Excellence. Oh my God. Gaurav has completed his BTech in electrical engineering and has approximately 6 years of industry experience. In his spare time, he loves teaching on YouTube, writing about life, listening to podcasts, exploring new places, and playing cricket. I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from Toastmaster Gaurav today. So Toastmaster Gaurav, discovering your pathway to success. Discovering your pathway to success, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you so much for introducing me, Toastmaster. Good morning, my fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. Today I'm going to deliver my second Toastmaster journey, which is discovering your pathway to success. Today, I want to take all of you on a journey of discovery of purpose. Are you all excited? I think I'm not able to hear excitement. Might be you are on mute. You could show your some of the reaction. Thank you so much. Let me ask you what is the purpose of your life? Let me give you a 2-second of pause here. All right. So if I'm not wrong, then I think some of you might be struggling with the answer, right? It is very important to define your purpose. Then only you can define your pathway to achieve the success. So let us do one thing today. I would request all of you to join me for next 5 minutes. We together will try to discover the purpose of our life. My purpose of life has been clear to me from day one. It's just that I was looking for a right pathway to achieve it. Let me share with you why I have decided to go with leadership development pathway. Before choosing this, I did a lot of research. I talked to many of my friends who are very close to me. Do you know what they suggested me? They all suggested, Gaurav, you should pursue as a pathway. And they were correct because that's what fits with my but I didn't feel right something. For me, motivation should come more from action than from words. Then I recalled a very interesting story, which I would like to share with you all. This is a story of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So how many of you are here whose life has been inspired by his work and vision? Could you raise your hand? Great to see you all. In 1979, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was serving the role of mission director for a project called Satellite Launch Vehicle 3 or SLV3. He has to put a satellite called Rohini satellite to orbit. He was giving everything which is needed, starting from money, manpower, everything. Just before the liftoff, T-2 minutes, computer put entire system on hold. There were different experts. They did check and found it was because of some component which was malfunctioning. And they did all the manual calculation and came up with we do have enough resources to go for launch. And Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam took a very big decision. Go for launch. And do you know what happened after this? Till 30 seconds, everything was fine. After 30 seconds, instead of going the rocket to the orbit, it went to Bay of Bengal. So do you see the failure here? Most importantly, can you feel the failure here? I would like to everyone to feel the failure here. It was a very significant failure just because of the decision. Go for launch. Just right after that, a press conference was conducted and APJ Abdul Kalam was very afraid because he was a responsible person and he has to take care of the failure. That time, there was one person called Dr. Satish Dhawan, chairman of ISRO. He told, let me handle it. In front of media, he told, today we failed, but in the following year, our team will definitely achieve success. And this is exactly what happened next year. In the next year, the team will achieve success. And do you know what happened this time? Dr. team and APJ Abdul Kalam, you go and do the press conference. Do you see a very powerful message here? The message, whenever failure occurred, a true leader owns it. But whenever team achieved success, a true leader will give the entire credit to the entire team. And this is exactly what I want to be, because a leader knows how to manage failure. My purpose in life is to create a profound impact to the humanity and the society, which will help people to enhance their living and foster their comfort. Leadership pathway can help me to achieve this. Creating profound impact, it is a generic purpose, correct? Now, it could have different way to achieve it. Those can be called as specific purpose. Since today we are talking about artificial intelligence, I can think of maybe together we can offer some innovative solution to the world with the help of AI, which can reduce the manual effort of human being. And thus, we can ensure the life of human being can be enhanced. Right? This could be one way. There could be different way of doing it. But the question is, can I do it alone? How many of you are thinking I can do this alone? If you are thinking I can do this alone, you are wrong. I can never do this alone. I need a team to do this. And one big quality which I can bring to my team to move my team in the forward direction, that is called leadership. If I'll be a leader, I'll be having a big vision. I can team will be moving from here to there. If I'll be a leader, I will know how to take risk. I will have the courage to path. And most importantly, if I'll be a leader, I will know how to manage failure. Now, I would like to help all of you to discover your purpose. Are you all ready with me? I will talk about 3 things, okay? Think about it in your mind. First thing, think about something you love. Now, I can see a lot of you are having very big list with you. Keep it with you. Now, think about something that you are good at. Now some of the items from the list are getting filtered out. The most important thing, think about how we can contribute to the world. That is the most important thing. Your purpose can be found at the intersection, or sometimes it could be a story like me, or it could be a situation, or a realization, which could help you to find out your purpose. Purpose is that guiding star upon which we build our dream and goal. And someone said, small dream is a crime. So I want all of you to define your purpose. Once your purpose is defined, we together can make a huge difference. And I am on a journey to make my I to we. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Gaurav, for inspiring all of us and helping us figure our purpose of life. Request us to take 1 minute to share feedback with Toastmaster Gaurav in his private chat. And we also have the poll song. Request us to vote for your favorite prepared speaker between Toastmaster Shishti and Toastmaster Gaurav. All right, moving on. We have three definitions coming up: artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial superintelligence. What is artificial narrow intelligence? Artificial narrow intelligence is when we train a computer to play chess and its computer starts playing chess better than us. And the computer can be machine, can be any form of learning tool. And has it happened? It happened a long while back. So artificial narrow intelligence in terms of chess or a lot of single player sports, machine was able to beat humanity a long while back. I think in our childhood, a lot of us, we might have seen Gary Kasparov being beaten by IBM, what is called blue deep blue, beating Gary Kasparov. It's a childhood memory. So artificial narrow intelligence took over humanity in our childhood. Next comes artificial general intelligence, which the current technology is chasing. So artificial general intelligence is when the machine can perform any task, be it speaking, be it leadership, be it creating new architecture, be it solving climate change, be it solving medical problems, as good as any current human being on earth. So if the intelligence IQ scale of humanity is between the range of say 150 to 170, the highest humanity, AGI should be able to be equivalent to it across the board in any of the tasks. Will we be able to achieve it? It looks like in another 1 to 2 years or 2 to 3 years, we should be able to achieve AGI. That looks to be an average optimistic point of view from the top tech leaders. So when AGI comes in, any task which human being performs, a machine will be able to perform. How does that sound? Ridiculous? Does it sound ridiculous to us? Does it sound normal to us? It doesn't sound ridiculous or normal. Okay. So I think we have settled into the fact that AGI is going to come and going to perform tasks equivalent to any one of us can perform. We have mixed feelings about it. A lot of us are concerned about what are we going to do in the future. Will we have a human job left? I think it starts with job, right? That what is we are going to do? What is going to be happen to our business or salary or our families, our friends? Valid questions. Do we have answers? No, we don't have answers, but we have hypotheses. Like any scientific endeavor, we have a lot of hypotheses on how humanity can progress. Last but not the least, which is the most interesting point, which maybe the top boardroom folks sitting in a cabin are thinking about, they have solved for general intelligence in their mind. In the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to happen. Next 10 years, artificial super intelligence. What does artificial super intelligence means? Humanity IQ range, the best, the geniuses, Einstein, 170, 180. Artificial super intelligence IQ range, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. What happens if a machine reaches an IQ range of 10 to 15,000? We can't even predict. And that is where exponential thinking comes to play. Like, for example, pandemic happened to us, things rose exponentially. We were swayed in the tide. We were just riding through, adapting to the change, figuring out how best we can do. That is what's going to happen to humanity when artificial super intelligence comes into picture. We start imagining the movie Terminator, robots, AI, everyone killing each other. Maybe that's one picture of future humanity, but we're going to talk about it. How will we be impacted through AGI and ASI, as we call it, artificial super intelligence? What are the pros and cons of it? Will we be able to solve for climate change, parallel universe? Will we be able to go to Mars? All of us will have equal wealth. We all will own Audi, Mercedes, and best of the best cars, best of the best luxury. Or will it be like ASI will take over the world and we'll be just minions operating with ASI as our supreme leader? We're going to talk about it. But before that, we'll move to our favorite section, which is the table topic section. We're going to practice impromptu speaking. For that, I like to invite Toastmaster Gaurav on the stage. So Toastmaster Gaurav has also recently joined Toastmasters from this financial year. Wow. This financial year, he has joined Toastmasters and working at Nagarro as a senior staff engineer. In his spare time, he loves spending time with his loved ones, tries out cooking, and sometimes does nothing and watches TV. So Toastmaster Gaurav, that sounds like a very inspiring autobiography. You're my hero. I hand over the stage to you to take over the table topic section. Over to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Okay, thank you, Anshuman. So first of all, thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and welcome to the most interesting section of this Toastmaster we do have. So let me first describe a little bit about this section first. So table topic is that section of the Toastmaster program which gives us an opportunity to practice impromptu speaking on a topic without any preparation. I will read a topic and then ask someone to volunteer to speak for at least a minute on that topic. Try to speak at least until the green lights comes on. So today's theme is artificial intelligence. If you ask my view, to me, it's like a smart helper that can learn, or it's like having an extra brain that's never get tired. Or even you can't imagine my bond with the AI, that for finding the table topic on AI, I reached out to the AI. So now we will speak over AI on the topic provided by the AI. Okay, so I am so excited to know your views on today's theme. So guys, let's start without wasting much of time. So let me share my screen. Just provide me a minute. I am new to this tool.
Toastmaster Gaurav, you have the access now. You can share your screen.
Yeah, thanks for that. Is my screen is visible to you all?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I do not have any list of volunteers with me as of now. So who would like to go first with this?
Utkarsh is not playing any role, so how about we have Utkarsh himself?
Great. Utkarsh, do you want to go? Should I spin the wheel for you?
Sure.
Great. So let me. Okay, let me spin the wheel. Okay, so the topic we have got here is AI in healthcare. Like, you can share your views with us, like how you can see the potential of AI in healthcare, or you can discuss the challenges, or you can describe the role in your mind what you have for the AI if it comes to the healthcare. So over to you, Toastmaster Utkarsh.
AI and healthcare. Let me have spotlight myself. All right. Is it possible if you can unshare your screen?
Yeah, sure. Let me stop sharing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. AI and healthcare. Well, this is a very relevant topic. I come from a medical family. My father is a doctor. So any kind of revolution when it comes to healthcare is very, very important to me. Well, if I could foresee the future in terms of AI and healthcare, I could see that improvement in the healthcare could be done in terms of the diagnostics when it comes to AI. So algorithms can help analyze, X-rays, MRIs with much greater accuracy, which will help us in the diagnosis in a much more accurate way. So that is one for sure. AI will definitely help in this. We could definitely have more personalized machines when it comes to, healthcare. It could help in the effective treatment of people. Then, of course, AI will bring in the efficiency factor. It will help in, personalizing or automating the billing, the coding, any kind of documentation when it comes to healthcare. I've heard that there are pretty like robots who are going to perform surgeries. So that is one aspect which is very, very exciting when it comes to AI and healthcare. But every side has the other flip coin. So I feel like when it comes to the negatives, the first and foremost is the job displacement. I mean, if the surgeons are replaced, then who else will be left? So if we have the robots performing surgery, then of course it will be a huge barrier. I feel like the data privacy issue and security could come in when it comes to AI and healthcare being combined together, especially when it comes to the personal information of the patients in general. So that is one aspect which I feel could be a real concern. Then, if you're going to include something as healthcare and combine it with AI, I feel like healthcare is very personal, and it has to be very personal because everyone's body type is different, everyone's genetics are different, and the AI component can only have the one size fits all approach to an extent. So, and it will leave away the human discretion. So that is one thing I feel is a huge challenge when it comes to implementing AI in healthcare. And of course, the other issues I feel like would be legal issues that could come in. Yeah, that is all I would think of when it comes to AI and healthcare. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Yeah, I'm strongly agree with you, Utkarsh, over these points which you have told us basically related to the pros and cons. And I do think so after the COVID wave, we must have some kind of a concise report of related to our body actions so that we can take care of those things. So thanks for letting us about that.
So, Diana will require a topic, Gaurav, which needs to be announced and written, and give her some time to type it out because she has a medical condition. She cannot speak fluently. She will write it out.
Great. So our next participant or volunteer is Diana. So let me spin the wheel for her so that she get a topic and she will write for that topic. Okay, so let me share my screen again. So so let me spin the wheel for you, Diana. So your topic is very interesting one. Do you think AI should be taught in school? Like, should we, like, currently we are in fear of our jobs related to the AI, or should we start teaching this AI concepts from the school itself? So that's your topic. I do think so. You will write over this. So let me proceed further with our next volunteer. So we do have a next volunteer as Bala. Okay, so let me, you can hear me, Bala?
Yes, I can. Can you confirm
Yeah.
that I'm also audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible to me. Let me just spin the wheel for you. So your topic is how would you explain AI to someone who has never heard of it? Like if you have to describe it to your family members, those who are non-technical guys, so how will you let them to know about the AI? So over to you, Bala.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was in the year of 2016. I was sitting in the cafeteria of my office when two people were talking. One was saying, you know, AIML is good. Other was saying, AIML is fantastic. And I was sitting near them without understanding what is AIML. In my state, there's a political party called as IUML. I was thinking it's a new political party which has come up. I went back without talking a word because I wanted optimization of myself. I should not look that I did not have intelligence. Forget artificial intelligence. I went back to my desk and I typed what is AIML and I realized it is artificial intelligence and machine learning. If you ask me today to explain AIML to someone, I can say artificial intelligence and machine learning are two different things. Many confuse it. AI is a combination of machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing. That is what is artificial intelligence. In simple terms, we all do it, we all use it. Are you using Gmail? Are you using WhatsApp? That prompt that comes when you type something is artificial intelligence. That thing when you type suddenly on Gmail, it comes, it is called as artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence need not be very complicated. We tend to make it complicated. Let us not fear AI because AI is here to help us. And if I were to explain it to someone who doesn't know AI, I would do it the same way which I did to myself. AI is simple, it's not complex. I can tell you that. And I can assure you that AI will stay for some time. Would you agree? Back to you, Table Talks Master.
That's exactly Bala, Toastmaster Bala. Basically, I can also imagine myself sitting on your side and scratching my head like what we mean by AI when I heard it for the first time. So very well explained from your side. Thanks for your time. Okay, so who is going to be next? I can see it's a raise from our guest Manoj. So, yep. So let me share my screen for you, Manoj. Please let me know if it's visible to you.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So let me spin the wheel for you. So we do have a topic as AI versus human intelligence. So we always have a fear in our mind that AI will ever surpass human intelligence. So what makes intelligence of human unique? So we want to know your views, like what it comes to when it comes to AI versus human intelligence. What are your thoughts over this? Over to you, Manoj.
Fellow Toastmasters, guest, and table topic master, Toastmaster Gaurav. I was thinking about other speakers this afternoon when they're speaking about AI and some of our speakers also spoke about AI with Gary Kasparov playing the chess against those computers and winning those kind of things. I was just thinking about an article a couple of months back. I've read somewhere about a lady called Esther Perel. She spoke about AI, and now probably my personality is something like that. I don't have a herd mentality to go by what people says or think about AI is going to deplete the job. AI going to is the buzzword and blah 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 goes on and on and on and on. But what I think about AI, if I have to compare to human intelligence, one thing which is missing in AI is the kind of artificial intimacy. Now, I'm sure many of you thinking, what the heck is this artificial intimacy all about? You know, I was on a holiday a couple of months back. I was sitting next to my dad, and we have this coffee. I was sipping coffee actually. He was very, very serious about something which he wanted to discuss with me. Now, often I don't have much time, so I spent few days with him. And while we having this discussion, he was discussing about some properties and all those things. And I am having this coffee and sipping with the biscuits and scrolling on my mobile phones and ups and ups and ups and ups. That is, he wanted to have a serious discussion, wanted to with me. You know, he wanted to share something with me. But we as a human being, I'm just giving my case, we as a human being doesn't have time. We definitely trying to get something which is absolutely rubbish. I mean, we just keep spending on those times on artificial. So the kind of intimacy, I personally believe, if I have to switch the words with intelligence, the intimacy is something AI is not going to replace the human part of that. So look about your personal cases. If you are in a relationship, if you are in a kind of a certain areas, we don't give that kind of intimacy to the kind of person. We have that kind of counterfeit relationship with your loved ones, your family friends, or your colleagues as well. So maybe that is something which is missing, and that could be the upper part of human intelligence, where the intimacy part is not going to replace by artificial intelligence. With that, over to the table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manoj, for providing us this insightful difference between the intelligence and the intimacy. And we should consider this point that AI will maybe by the nearby years, it's not going to be that much intimacy at that much intimacy level as we have as a human intelligence. So thanks for sharing your view over this. Okay, let me go over to the next volunteer for this is Animesh. So Animesh, let me share my screen for you. So is it visible to you, Animesh?
Yes.
Okay, let me spin the wheel for you. Okay, you got the topic AI and the job displacement, the one of the highest fear we do have as a technical guys. So we want to know your views over this. So over to you, Animesh.
Okay. Well, this is a fear that has always been there. Even before we heard the word AI, before that, I hope I'm visible.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So bef even before we heard the word AI or artificial intelligence, long ago there was something called automation that showed up, right? Back in the 60s. And most of us thought that it would replace it would that with automation a lot of jobs will be taken away. And sure enough, a lot of jobs were taken away, but a lot more jobs were also created. Of course, the nature of the job changed, but the base still remained the same. Well, drawing on that, if I had to look at AI and job displacement, yes, uh, definitely some of the jobs that we have known over the years dis definitely will be replaced by AI, but new jobs will be created in the you know in place of them, as I understand. a very good example. ChatGPT, if you have seen, can give you code snippets, right? And looking at that is both, refreshing as well as horrifying. Refreshing because, well, helps out very quickly. You don't have to go to Stack Overflow and look at it yourself. But it's also horrifying because it also means that it's time for us. It's time for us software engineers to step out. Soon enough, that might be the case. I think there was a recent recent news about this AI software engineer. You must have heard about it. Most of you must have heard about it. I can't recall the name now. But a software engineer that is completely AI. You must so that the very thought is horrifying until you realize that creating that AI software engineer itself was a job. So maybe as I said, the nature of the job changes. The job does not. So it's not job displacement. If you consider that your job is just going to be that what you are is just a title, and what you do is what matters. What you do is what will change. Well, that is all I would say. That is all I would leave you with. So AI is not displacing jobs. It's only changing the nature of your jobs. That's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's really great, Animesh. I do think so. You are referring to a AI software engineer that is from NVIDIA. Divine is its name. Maybe you are referring to that. Okay, so we do agree that, but as a technical guy, I do use AI on every day to get some code. As you said, we do not have to rush over to the internet or search through different articles. But at the same time, I do feel threatened that if it can write the same code what I can write, so what will happen in the future? So thanks for sharing your thoughts over that. So let me proceed further with our next volunteer. I can see a hand raise from Jaspreet Kaur.
We
So,
can have Anna first.
okay, maybe. So Anna, are you ready? Do you want? Anna, can you hear me?
Aina Gupta, are you able to hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you switch the
I
video
can hear you
on?
now. Yeah. Just give me a minute.
Sure. Go
Am I
ahead,
visible?
Mr. Table Topic Master.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Anna. So let me spin the wheel for you. So your topic is AI in education. Like, we want to hear from you your thoughts on AI in education, like how it can enhance learning experience, or should we be a part of a personalized education, or we want to hear your thoughts over that. So stage is to you, Anna.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters. I'm Aina, and if anybody remembers, I am all when I introduced myself in the last Toastmaster meeting, I'm already in the education sector. So, am I using AI in everyday life? No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. But when I was not using it, I did face a lot of difficulties. Sometimes we get tasks which are very difficult to perform, no doubt. But when I started using it, did it made my life easy? In some sense, it did, and in some sense, it did not. Writing any research article or any kind of article per se is very, very easy when it comes to AI. But at the same time, if I completely depend upon AI to do my task, then what am I doing as as a professor in the university, right? So AI helps in the education, that is for sure. It makes our task easy. It helps in finding good solutions, I would rather say optimal solutions to to some of very difficult problems that we face in our lives. While teaching the students as well, it gives us with good ideas, with good presentation ideas that we can share with students. It also helps in uh, explaining in explaining difficult topics through presentations in a very beautiful way. But can it can we solely depend upon AI? I don't think so, because every student has its own need, and that I don't think that any AI can understand that. And for that, we do need teachers to help the students so that you know they face their problems and they find the optimal solution to their problems. And rather, I would say, by using the word of the day, so that they optimize their work and get the best, optimize the work and get the best out of all the challenges and emerge as a winner. AI can help them, but it cannot replace teachers and all the instructors that are there in the this sector for that are there in this sector. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, Aina, for sharing your views. Definitely, AI do not have that kind of emotions or understanding as a human being we have. And that's why we have to, I do think so, we have to use it as a co-pilot with us that will work parallel to us. So thanks for sharing your view. Now I can see the hand raise from just
Toastmaster Gaurav,
yeah.
due to constraint of time, this is where we have to wrap up our table topic.
Okay. Okay. So should we wrap it up, or I take it further, like with one or two more guys?
I think you just read out Diana's table topic and wrap it up.
Okay, sure. So sorry guys, we have to stop this in between. So let me, where I have to read it from. Utkarsh,
In
can
the
you?
chat box, please.
Uh, okay, optimization. The AI help does made this one. Okay, table master Diana, and I can read. Okay, sorry for that because first time I'm using this tool for the first time. Okay, so this one is from Diana. So she says like the AI healthy does make that career in the college should better that powerful optimization. And I know that great career has better inside my mind. Straight up the AI careering with the student optimizations. I feel that AI is stronger with the careering optimization that my improve as better skill levels are powerful. That's all from Table Master Dina. Thanks Dina for sharing your view over this. Thank you so much. So we do not have much more time to continue with this. So hand over to you, the Toastmaster of the day, Anshuman. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Gaurav, for that interactive Toast table topic section and sharing relevant topics with the theme in an interesting fashion. All right, let's open up our videos, all of us, quickly for a group pic. Joint meeting, great memory for the year. I can take one of the pictures if someone else can volunteer to take the picture to put it in the group. All right, you can show your emojis, you can make a smiley, or you can raise your hands to make a victory sign, whatever works for you for the memory forever. Utkarsh has a pro account. All right, perfect. Thanks a lot. Now we move to last but not the least section. We'll gain feedback of how we performed today evening, I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Parul for the general evaluation section. Over to you, Toastmaster Parul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. So I got this list. Okay. So
And
yes,
I would
today.
vote for the best table topic speaker also in the interim. Over to you,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Parul.
So thank you everyone for sharing your thoughts on the very good knowledgeable topic. And now the time is to get the evaluation and feedback. So first I call upon the timer of the day today, Toastmaster Aprajita, to share your report.
Okay,
Point of order. A point of order. Can we? Yeah. Can we
You go
have
ahead.
evaluators first so that their timing is also captured?
Okay, yes, sure. Today is my first time to play this role. So yes, sorry. I
Completely all right.
I call upon the first evaluator, Toastmaster Meenakshi, to share your evaluation for Speaker 1, Srishti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parul. Toastmaster Shrishti, firstly, who am I? Identity crisis. I think this is something we all face. The question of who am I? What am I doing? What will I be? What all characteristics define me? That's a very, I think, a question which is in our mind 24/7. And the way you started your speech by saying that I'm 30 and a half and still want to be this and that, I think the question of who am I is not something that only the children or the kids face. Even when we grow up, we are adults, we have the same question in our mind. And the way you started your speech was great. Lovely topic. I love your smile. The way you presented yourself was amazing. You have a very beautiful sweet voice, and the way um I, you have a way of explaining like a teacher to the students. We were your students and you were the teacher. The way you explained every topic of identity crisis and identity capital, that was beautiful. That was like me being a student and you explaining us this whole topic in a classroom format. The audience interaction was great. I There was one thing which I really liked about you and your speech was the way you had pointers with which you explained the topic. Let's say identity capital, you had pointers, and then one by one you were explaining it to your audience. So overall, it was a great speech, great attempt. Things that you may want to work on will definitely be that you, because this was about voice variety, you can use different voice modulations. You can try to play with your voice, like maybe take a pitch higher, take a pitch lower, just try to use some modulations. And also, because this was an online meeting, we are working on a system, we are working with system, you are coming sometimes to forward, sometimes to backward. So try to have a structure of how you present while in online. In offline, it's definitely easier than online, right? Then things that you would want to challenge yourself, I think you have to keep track of your time. You almost finished when you had the red card on screen. So please keep track of your time and also channelize your thoughts. You had pointers, but some of them were coming back and forth. So you might want to channelize your thoughts and present your speech in a defined format. But overall, great attempt and beautiful explanation, and also the example that you picked up of who got the job. But in this speech, you did a great job. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Meenakshi, for sharing recommendable and valuable feedback. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Anand to share the feedback for Toastmaster Gaurav's speech.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Today, Speaker Gaurav did not give any impression that it is barely a few months or a couple of months he has joined Toastmasters. He straight away delivered as if he's our keynote speaker for today's meeting, and I like the confidence, the projection of the strengths that he so nicely possesses. I loved how he had the street smartness, the presence of mind to link the speech title to all the audience member itself. The way he said the title as Pathways to Success. His animated style, his natural way of delivery made it so much more conversational that primary objective to me did not look educational or informational at all. It all the way traveled towards the way of being motivational. And that being said, motivational speeches are the toughest one to crack because the objective is to have the audience motivated at the end of it. It's not just merely educating and be done with it. But speaker had considerable amount of success in that front as well. And how to forget? How can I miss calling out the effervescent smile on his face throughout the speech that made it so much more pleasurable. I recall how Manoj in his table topic said, the artificial intimacy. That intimacy factor, as if the speaker sitting right in front of me and not on this virtual medium, that smile brought all this effect alive today. How do we optimize the speech from here to a truly keynote level speech? Allow me to share a few suggestions. One is the biggest deal breaker for most of the audience could have been the sound, the audio part. And there are times when there are a few factors in our control, there are a few factors beyond our control. So I'm focusing on the factors we could control. Number one being the different audio device. The problem with a wired device in a standing posture away from your video device is that there is a lot of movement of the wire. At times, this mic piece, which is dangling in front of you, this picks up a lot of tuck tuck noise as well, in absence of a cushion. Then it didn't help the fact that there was a fan overhead as well as a calendar moving and striking on the wall. Probably these are some of the factors which can suppress the problem with the sound. I feel the biggest challenge for me was the connection between your primary purpose and your specific purpose. The main purpose, as I said, was somewhere around motivating or educating audience. Understood. But about what? The title said pathways to success, but you rather focused about how would you handle failure as a leader with your supporting example of Dr. Kalam. There was slight mismatch. I would not say exact disconnect, but it was an overlap. It was not straightforward connecting right there. So probably try to rewrite your speeches with the guidance of not just one, but many well-wishers or mentors. The best speeches are not written, they are rewritten. I challenge you to take this advice and write your speeches, rewrite your speeches to the absolute perfection in the first few speeches itself, in level one itself, so that level two onwards, your speeches are fast, fluent, and effortless. I recall your smile and your confidence as if a keynote speaker. That's my learning from your speech today. Wishing you all the very best. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand, and I completely agree. Smile of both the Toastmasters was quite impressive. So next, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Aprajita to share her timeless report. Then we'll see how were we on track or how we are lagging.
Hi, just a sec. Hi, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So, in prepared speeches, Toastmaster Shrishti took 7 minutes 50 seconds. Toastmaster Gaurav Banerjee took 7 minutes 16 seconds. In table topic, Toastmaster Utkarsh Sharma took 2 minutes 19 seconds. Guest Diana took 4 minutes 46 seconds. Toastmaster Bala took 2 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Animesh took 2 minutes 29 seconds. Guest Aina Gupta took 2 minutes 26 seconds. And in speech evaluation, Toastmaster Meenakshi took 2 minutes 24 seconds, and Anand, Toastmaster Anand took 3 minutes 47 seconds. That's all from my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aprajita. Could you please publish this report over the chat as well for the future reference?
So
next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Aditya to share their R counter report.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. And with due permission, I would like to share my screen. If host can allow that, it would make the R counter report a bit easy. You have the access. Thank you so much. And the question of the decade, am I audible, visible, and is my screen visible? Parallel timer. Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. So good evening, Toastmasters, dear guest. I'm back and this time presenting you the report that I could prepare, listening very carefully to the usages of as, filler sounds, crutch words, repetition, and pauses. First of all, let me please ask everyone to applaud for Toastmaster Bala, who was flawless in his speech as a table topic speaker. Kudos to you, Bala. And we will also learn how we can do that. But before that, I would like to share the count of hours and souls that were used in this particular meeting. So there were a lot of them used during the evaluation phase or the later part of the meeting, but the first half of the meeting was really flawless. And to give you the counts, here are the counts of hours that people took while they were on this stage during their different roles that they had today. Our second most used word, which we should be avoided, is so. It seems to be a favorite for few of them. Parul, Aparita, Shrishti, Anand, Gaurav, Animesh. If we could work on this aspect as to reduce the usage of word so, maybe with some other word or maybe with some pause, that would really help your speech. And lastly, counting on the filler words that we use, Toastmaster Meenakshi during her evaluation used, I think, couple of times, quite a few times. Distinguished Toastmaster Anand had this repetition of I. Gaurav Goyal, as a table topic master, used like and ya as filler words. And Utkarsh, during his table topic speech, used a couple of times. Animesh, in his table topic speech, used quite a bit of times, as well as the repetitions, and because and that as a filler word. And so is with the Aina Gupta. She used thrice in her speech. So before I end my report, I would like Bala, if you could come on stage and let us know what is that you do to make your speech flawless. Is there any tip that you would like to give for the benefit of everyone in this room?
Thanks a lot for the kind words, Toastmaster Aditya. And I'll tell you, when I gave my first icebreaker speech, the R counter counted 36 hours that day. From that day, my mentor, I had a good mentor, by the way, and that mentor told me, I don't want you to do any speeches. Forget your projects. You just be R counter for 3 or 4 times. I suggest to all of you, just take up the role of R counter as much as possible. That's where when you listen to those sounds, when you listen to those crutch like Toastmaster Aditya explained in the beginning, CRPF is what we call it. If you listen to the crutch, repetitive pauses, fillers, you would actually try to refrain from using that. Nowadays, it has become a habit so much for me that even in office, when someone speaks, I count the hours with them. There are, oh, you have used so much hours. I don't tell them, but I just observe that. But if you're asking me for a suggestion, take up our counter roles more. And these crutch words or the fillers come because the transition between two words or two sentences is not smooth. Either take a short pause, think, or make a gesture which helps you. That will really help you reducing. That's what I try to do. I will not say I'm perfect, I'm still learning, but If you want to learn what I did, that's what I tried to tell you. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala. And that's the our counter tip of the day. I hope it helps everyone in this meeting room. Back to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Bala.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Yes, I completely agree. This is very good step for us. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Ankit to share his grammarian report.
Thank you, Parul. Let me share my screen if I can. So right now it shows disabled. Okay. I hope you can see the screen now and the Excel.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So here's the report. So couple of first of all, usage of word of the day, right? I saw Bala using it. I heard Bala using it. Aina using it, and then in the end, Anant using it. Coming to the improper usage of sentences or the grammar, there was a phrase used by Shrishti, good amount of identity crisis, whereas it could have been used facing identity crisis. The thing which I really liked about her speech was usage of identity capital, knowledge is about bactericides, and then repertoire. This was beautifully used by Shrishti in her speech. Coming to speaker Gaurav, there was, I couldn't found anything improper, but I did mention one thing which I really like in the end when he said usage of I to we. Okay, coming to table topping master Gaurav, there is a need of improvement. I believe during his journey in Toastmaster, he will surely look into it. Couple of examples like wasting time of much. Do you want to go? So in the suggestion, it could have been without wasting time. Let's proceed with you. Let them know about AI. Coming years, stage is yours. For table topic speakers, Utkarsh, there was a usage of improper usage. Everything has other flip side, or everything has two sides. It could have been used. I really liked his usage of human discretion. And then coming to Manoj, I saw a couple of places where you use tenses, multiple right tenses. So in this particular case, mobile phones, it could have been mobile phone. And then I really like artificial intimacy. It has been throughout the meeting, it has been said by everyone. Coming to Animesh, lot many more. There was a usage. It could have been simply many more. And then lastly, by evaluator Anant, I really liked when he said, best speeches are not written, they are rewritten. That's all from my end. Over to you, General Evaluator. Stop sharing. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit, for sharing this detailed report. I hope the report feedback shared by my tag team would be helpful for everyone to improve their speech and be better in the performance. Now I quickly just share what I have couple of points. So the meeting has started on time. That is very good point, and the meeting was well defined, well structured. That is big applause for us. Next meeting started with the introduction of guest. That is the plus point. So I hope the guest will become members soon. And and a theme chosen by Anshuman that is quite interesting, knowledgeable, and the boom topic of the current industry. So we got a lot of knowledge as well from Anshuman. That is very good point. A few recommendation I have for my tag team. that Aprajita, when you are sharing the rules for timer, you can show the cards as well. That will help to understand for the new speakers, new guests who are taking place at the first time in the meeting. So you can showcase the cards of different colors and how the significance of them. So next time move to speaker one, Shrasti. Your entire speech was very quite engaging and very interesting, and the glow on your face, your UI UX profession was looking on it, looking on your face and your body. So great speech as well as the Gaurav. You were confident enough, and your speech was very what I can say impressive as well as a learning for us. Yes, I got this. And you implemented your feedback very nicely. The feedback which has been given to you in the last meeting, you implemented very nicely. One suggestion I would say you can work more on your pronunciation. That will make your speech better. Next, I come to table topic master. So I have one recommendation to table topic master Gaurav. If you can avoid rotating your chair, so that would be more impactful when you are speaking. And otherwise, you handle the table topic entire session very nicely. Next, others speech, I didn't found many flaw or any more recommendations. Yeah, Bala's speech, I found it very well structured. And yes, as Aditya mentioned, that it was without a counter, that is very uh, point to be taken for us. I would recommend to Animesh that you can improve your eye contact. I found that eye contact was missing. For next table topic master, table topic speaker, Aina. So I guess you can skip your name because everybody knows it. You can start with the topic quickly. And you can work on your hand movements little better. Otherwise, it was great speech. And you used word of the day. That is very plus point. Rest, I guess, entire meeting went well. Everybody participated very well. So, and as well that the meeting is on time. So that is good point. Big clause for all of us. And that's all from my side. Now over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Parul, and thanks a lot, everyone, for making this meeting a great success. Just to tie things up, how to face the coming change that's coming to us. Nobody knows what it's going to be from AGI to ASI. What we do know is what is within our control is to manage this change we're going to face. And that is something that we have already learned through psychology. That is the change curve. Initially, we are in denial, and then over a period of time, processing our emotions, we accept. The change is going to be rapid. AGI may come, may not come. AI may evolve very rapidly, may not evolve very rapidly. ASI may come, not come. What is within our control is to adapt and evolve, like we did for pandemic. We have to adopt a similar kind of change, rapid change, as many leaders are correctly pointing out. The change may be extremely rapid. However, at the same time, as with any change management done well, the best way will be to be curious, to explore, and ride the wave. Explore ChatGPT, explore Gemini to automate your work. Why not have 5 chatbot assistants? One here, one here, one here, one with a health coach, one with a job coach, with a marriage coach. Have multiple coaches, ask questions, have conversations, build your own side business, build your own business. The next 1 year might be the best time to mint money. You can create thousands of Instagram posts, automate its posting, get brand deals, and make thousands and millions of dollars. Why not? If your contract permits in Nagarro and your respective companies, that's a disclaimer. But definitely, being curious, riding the wave, evolving the change is the best way to approach it, because the change is inevitable. Nobody knows what the future is, but what we know is what is within our control is managing change as a human being. So definitely AI is revolutionary. AI is going to bring a change humanity hasn't seen before. At the same time, the best way to handle that change is what we've learned already in the past. You might be in a denial phase, I might be in a denial phase, we might be angry, we might be depressed, we might be like, oh my god, what's happening to us? But then we'll accept it, we'll learn from it, we'll grow from it, and be the best change managers possible. Thank you. It was wonderful being your Toastmaster for this joint meeting. I hope you had a productive session, you had a thoughtful session, and I hope to see all of us post ASI comes into picture. Till then, I'd like to hand over the stage back to our closing presiding officer, which is Toastmaster Utkarsh. Over to you, Toastmaster Utkarsh.
Thank you very much, our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anshuman. Can we have a gigantic round of applause to our host of the meeting? I mean, it was an absolute treat. I mean, we got a masterclass today. What I truly appreciate the most is the way you took a complex topic and the way you navigated through and made it so creative and lucid. So kudos to you for that. And no matter how much our knowledge was when it comes to AI in general, but I'm sure that we as individuals are leaving this meeting with much more informed as an individual. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman. A round of applause once again for him. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to our Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Parul, and the entire tag team for providing us with such extensive and detailed feedback. This will certainly help us to hone our skills and become a competent speaker in the future. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. All right, as a presiding officer, I have two duties. One, to close the meeting on time, and secondly, to launch some polls. And of course, there's one more, to take valuable feedback from the guests. How about I start with launching the few polls which are remaining? I will start with the best speech evaluator. I apologize, this poll could not be launched on time. I request everyone to cast their votes. You have 10 to 15 seconds for the same. And in the meantime, you're casting your votes. I'm going to take valuable feedback from our guests. How about I start with Aina? Hi, Aina. Is it possible for you to unmute?
Hi, Utkarsh. Yes. Hi.
So good to see you. This is your second meeting, if I'm not wrong. And
Yes.
and in your second meeting, you will have attended a joint meeting. So how has your experience evolved, and how was your experience today, considering that it was a joint meeting today?
All right, I'll start with a huge thank you to my friend who recommended me, and he pushed me to join as guest to the to come as guest for the Toastmaster meeting. I was very late from work today. I joined the meeting while I was walking, and there was so much network issue, but still, I thought, let's give myself a challenge. Let's join it. Let's see what will happen, whether I'll be able to stay there for complete 2 hours or not. But I'm glad I did. I enjoyed it so much that I did not want to leave the meeting at all. It was a thrilling experience. Uh, I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very sure that I'll join the club very soon. Overall, it was a great experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Honestly, I'm becoming a huge fan. Firstly, for the commitment that you're showing. I mean, you told us that you were like almost late through the meeting and you rushed through and you attended the meeting. That shows your real excitement for Toastmaster in general. And secondly, the way you conquered your fear and the way you attempted the table topic, I was supremely impressed. I mean, this is just a second meeting and you're showing great potential. Congratulations, Aina, and we are so looking forward to welcoming you as a member. Thank you so much. And keep coming
Thank
up.
you. Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. All right, there's a poll being launched, which is for the best role player, the big one. I request everyone to cast their votes. I could see that there are few votes which are remaining. I apologize. So I request everyone to quickly wrap this up. All right, I'm going to take feedback from Kamal. Hi, Kamal.
Hi. Hi, Kush.
Hi. Hi. I mean, we couldn't have your intro in the beginning, if I'm not wrong.
No, we
I,
already had. Yeah.
all right. I apologize. I apologize.
No issues.
So if I ask you, how was the experience today
It
attending
was
this
a
joint
great,
meeting?
yeah, same. So same like it was a great experience, and it like, so same like Anshuman mentioned. So it was great to learn about the different thoughts on the AI topic as well, and to understand the different like thoughts or like the speaker topics or the table topics. So it was good to know and the prompt speeches. So it was good to hear all of this, and I definitely look forward to joining this club as well.
Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. We truly appreciate, and I urge you to come more often. And yeah, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, Kamal. Thank you. We also have Sudhanshu with us. Hi, Sudhanshu. Is Sudhanshu here? Can you hear me? All right. Hi, Diana. We are so thrilled to have you. I think you have a feedback for us. I'm going to just read it out. And Diana says that the meeting was awesome. Her table topic, the whole table topic was really great. She enjoyed all the table topics that were asked. And there were some really good answers she could learn from. Thank you so much, Diana. We love your enthusiasm. Thank you. Thank you so much. And keep coming. Thank you. All right. Sudhanshu says he could not turn on his mic. How about you try now, Sudhanshu? Okay, all right, let me try to unmute you. You are on mute now. Sudhanshu, you can speak. Can you hear me? Hi, Sudhanshu. All right, there's some lag, I suppose. All right, so all the polls have been launched. I'm going to take one last feedback from Bala. I know Bala is a very experienced Toastmaster, and he joined this meeting, and we are so grateful. Any feedback that you would like to give us, Bala?
Thank you for the opportunity, Toastmaster Kush. I have joined many meetings of this club. I really enjoy joining these meetings because I feel it's kind of a factory model that we call it in IT industry. That means the session goes as required and in the right way. So I do not have any negative feedback, or I would not have any recommendation for that perspective. Everything went well, I would say. I really enjoyed. I look forward to joining your meetings as much as possible in future. And one thing I would just have a call out for you, Utkarsh. Your energy is very great. Keep it up. Keep up the great energy and that smile also. Wonderful. Have that with you. You will go a long way as a Toastmaster. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you. You made my day. Thank you so much, Bala. That was really sweet of you and so kind of you. And we truly appreciate that you come regularly for our meetings. And we urge you to please come more often. We love your presence. Thank you so much. And thank you for being so generous. All right. All right. It's time for me to announce the much awaited results. So let's get on with it right away. We're going to start with the best auxiliary role player. And it was a tough fight between two people, but it was a pretty much unanimous call. And the winner is the very creative R counter of the day, Toastmaster Aditya. Can we have a huge round of applause for him? He did a fantastic job with a whole visual representation and the graphical pictorial representation that he did. Can we have a huge round of applause for him? Very well deserved. All right. Next up is for the best prepared speaker. The best prepared speaker was pretty much a unanimous call, and the winner for the best prepared speaker is Toastmaster Shrishti from Turning Point Toastmasters. Can we have a huge round of applause for her? Very well done and very well deserved. All right, moving on to the best speech evaluator. The best speech evaluator was again a unanimous call, and the winner is speech evaluator number 2, distinguished Toastmaster Anand from Turning Point Toastmasters. Can we have a huge round of applause for him as well? Congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Anand. Moving on to the best table topic speaker. Okay, all right, I am amused, startled, and a bit humbled, but the winner for the best table topic speaker is yours truly. Can we have a huge round of applause? Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, finally, for the best role player, the fight was between Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Anshuman, General Evaluator Toastmaster Parul, and Table Topic Master Toastmaster Gaurav. And it was again a unanimous call, and the winner is our host of the meeting, Toastmaster Anshuman from Turning Point Toastmasters. Can we have a huge round of applause for him as well? All right, congratulations to all the winners. Before we close the meeting, I have something to say. I always get excited when there's a joint meeting, and primarily because there's so much learning to take away. I mean, for example, the way our counter report was presented by Toastmaster Aditya, it was very creative. The grammarian report by Toastmaster Ankit, so many takeaways. They were very intricate and granular. So, on behalf of the entire Turning Point Toastmaster team, I thank the Nagarro Icons Toastmaster team from the bottom of our hearts for this joint meeting. I would like to mention specifically, I would like to extend my huge gratitude to Toastmaster Aditya, who sowed the seed of this joint meeting. He approached me, and look how it turned out. So grateful for that. I would also like to give a huge shout out to the two VP education of the clubs, Toastmaster Ankit and Toastmaster Neeraj, and of course, Toastmaster Ashima, who handled the responsibility in the absence of Toastmaster Neeraj for making sure that this meeting runs smoothly. It takes a lot of effort to organize a joint meeting. There's so many granular details that come into the picture, and you have to have a consensus on small things, say the meeting timings. So kudos to the two vice president education of the club. Can we have a huge round of applause for both of them for working so hard and making sure that this meeting runs so smoothly. Thank you so much. This makes the meeting to an end. I cheers to the successful meeting, and of course, many more in the future. Time to bring the curtains down and adjourn the meeting. Have a lovely dinner and a great.
One last announcement. One last announcement. Business end. After that, you add, please. Utkarsh, can we spotlight our member number 18, who has just joined? He became a member just this week. So let's put a huge round of applause for our member from Betia, Bihar, Ashok Chaudhary, who just joined Turning Point Toastmasters. Over to you, Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Anand, for pointing this out. This was very important. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ashok? He is the newest addition to the TPTM family. Toastmaster Ashok, welcome. We are so excited of your journey as a Toastmaster. You have been one of the most, I would say, enthusiastic when it comes to attending the meetings and being regular. Barring any kind of logistical issues you have, you still make it on time. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashok, and we are really excited to have you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That wraps up the meeting. Hi, Diana. I think you have something. Yes, Diana mentions that she wants the award. We'll make sure that we send you a certificate via mail. We'll surely do that. Thank you so much, Diana.
I actually want to take a minute, just a minute.
Please go ahead,
For me, actually, I don't know. I'm not opposing the votings and all, but for me, the winner of this table topics is Toastmaster Diana. It was wonderful. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Diana. I voted for her. Let me be honest.
I agree. And if I would have a chance, I would have voted for her too. I completely agree. So the winner for the table topic speaker today is, best table topic speaker today is Toastmaster Diana. Can we have a huge round of applause for her? All right. Toastmaster Diana, a certificate is definitely due, and I will surely mail it to you. Thank you so much. All right. Any closing remarks from anyone before we close this meeting?
Let's have another joint one in July or August, please.
Toastmaster Sanjana, let's have this. We can make it a reality.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Looking forward to hosting another joint meeting very, very soon. Let's close this meeting and adjourn this meeting. Have a lovely dinner and a great upcoming weekend. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.